Andy, you are going to be so
Goodness,
thrilled.
yes. And I got to work with them, boys and girls, and I had to have a little cuddle now and then with them too.
So we've already been discussing, but this is Rex Sikes Movie Beat, and obviously you recognize this gentleman, Mr. Nicko McBrain from Iron
Hey,
Maiden.
mate. Lovely to be with you. Lovely to be with you.
Likewise. So we're here on the set of this is the fourth day of shooting, and Nico's been wonderful in coming in and doing a cameo in the
I
film.
did, yes.
So could you tell us a little bit about the character that you're playing?
I am playing a karaoke. You don't want to hear me sing, boys and girls. Karaoke MC, and it was my job to basically get all the various talent up to the stage to do their little turns. And I've done my little bit so far. I think there might be rumour they wanted me to do a sing-along song. I don't think that's a good idea. I did say to Michael Hoffman, who's the producer of the movie, it is a horror film, isn't it, Michael? He said, yeah. I went, okay, I'll do it. Well, we'll see. So it's, yeah, that's it, really. And I introduce a gentleman called Ronald, whose alias is Asbestos Felt,
Yes,
is his name. He's a lovely guy, and he sings this MC Hammer track called Hammer Smash. And he's very,
good.
very good. I'm not a rap fan,
No.
by the way, but he is. I think I've kind of become a fan from just watching his performance because he's really good at it.
Yeah, watch for the release of that DVD. I think that we're going to have to turn that one into a music video, don't
I think you might. Yes, you might be right. And of course, the lovely girls in the film, they get up and dance to this do 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 do, you know, off they go. That's lovely. It's lovely. You know. I don't know what happens to them later in the film, by the way, boys and girls. You'll have to watch it to find out.
Well, that's cool. That's very cool. Let me ask you. Now, you in Iron Maiden, you've done documentary film. You've traveled the world. You've toured for many years. But the difference between the documentary filmmaking that has encapsulated the tour of Maiden and your work versus what you're doing here tonight.
Yeah, it's quite a lot different. It's well, primarily, when you're on the road doing a documentary with us guys, it's there's no real schedule to, you say, oh, well, can I have 10 minutes with you in front of the camera tomorrow? Yeah, sure. What would you like to do it in the bar? That's a good idea. So it's very flexible. Obviously, the performances are the performances. We're just playing, doing what we normally do, whereas when you're asked to come in, and especially with filmmaking like this, it is very important that you keep to a schedule, and there's a script, and there's, camera positioning, and there's a crew of people, a lot more than there are on stage for six of us, me being one of the six. So if somebody lets somebody down, there's only six. Well, when I say that, I'm putting it in the broad sense that if something happened, I'm going to let five other guys down if I mess around or make a mistake. Whereas when you're making a film and a movie like this, there's a heck of a lot more people that can be let down if somebody doesn't pull their weight. And it's a big team effort. Everything's a team effort when you're in entertainment, and there's more than one guy doing the entertaining. So it's very important that everybody has their place and they're listening up, and there's a big difference there, because if something, there's only been a couple of moments this evening, or this morning, should I say, it's half past 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Whereas, people get a little excited, as you do, and you tell a few jokes in between while they're getting things, and the guys can't hear themselves talking to one another. So, sometimes it's like, oi, shut up one sec, will you? And it's like, blimey, it's getting told off by the headmaster. So it's a lot different in that respect, and there's a lot of discipline involved with it, and I thoroughly enjoy it. I've always been fascinated with the behind-the-scenes making of movies and documentaries and television. It's been always fascinating. So I'm having a great time.
Oh, that's
and
great.
I really am happy to be here. And you never know, boys and girls, do you? It could be the beginning of possibly a new beginning for such an old man. I don't, now don't hear me wrong, Rex, I'm not saying about singing. Somebody said to me, you could maybe, if it's that good, you might become the next sort of big country and western star. Well, like Bon Jovi. No, I don't think so. No, honestly, I really don't know if I've got to do this song. You know, I can't remember the words anyway, and it's karaoke. I'm supposed to have a monitor with all the words whizzing by, right?
But that's not happening,
It's
is it?
broken.
That's not happening. No, and Asbestos was like, where's the monitor? I mean, he had to memorize this
but
rap.
he did. He memorised it. Don't touch this. Whatever.
Well, let me.
Anyway, we're going to see what happens. I'll have a go.
And we're having fun. And this is all streaming live, or at least in a delayed sense. Let me ask you this, because you have just recently released or re-released an instructional video that you created.
Yes,
so
yes.
could you tell the viewers and listeners about that?
Yes, it's a semi-instructional DVD I made. Well, it was a video in 1991, 92 when it was made, and it was called Rhythms of the Beast, and it was filmed in CTS Studios in Wembley in London, and it was in the big room, in the orchestral room, and I had a live audience of about 120 people invited, and 5 camera shoot, which was phenomenal, and even then, just for an instructional video, and I had an absolute ball making it. The guy, Andy Matthews, who worked on it, he edited it for me. He actually was a BAFTA award winner for Paul McCartney's Oratorio and Four Seasons, Nigel Kane. He actually worked on the Beatles anthology.
Wow.
So it's very good,
Wow.
very big pedigree. And he actually works with Iron Maiden at the moment. He does all our video screen work and IMTV, boys and girls. Check it out on ironmaiden.com. Anyway, he suggested about a year ago that we re-release it, and we talked to my managers and they said it's a good idea, but we'll make it as a limited edition just to Iron Maiden fans. You can buy it if you're not on the fan club, but you can. It's primarily for people in the fan club, and it was such a great time. And there's a live piece of music at the end of it. I put a 4-piece brass section together. We called them the Touch of the Horn. Well, why not? And I had Mike Moran on B3 Hammond, Dave Murray was playing, my friend Martin Connolly on bass, and it's an instrumental called Rhythm and Blues. It was a stunning experience, and so we re-released it with an enhanced soundtrack, and we obviously boosted up with the technology today, kind of get it into not quite HD standard, but it's visually better than it was 10 years ago, 20
But
years
I mean,
ago.
if they're a fan of Iron Maiden, and there are lots of fans of Iron Maiden,
Sure.
they're going to want to have this.
Well, there is that, yeah, and there's a lot of younger drummers that like to, look at my style, and God bless them, they respect me as a oh, you're a great drummer. I'm very proud to be up there as a good drummer. I don't say I'm a great drummer. I mean, I'm very fortunate to do what I do with one of the best bands in the world. But they want to see how I do things, and I kind of talk about various aspects to my style of playing. There's tuning, rudiments, stamina. I'll talk about stamina and whatnot, and it's a good bit of fun. So I'm very happy that they've re-released it, and it's done very well. I mean, considering it's only sold on the fan club, they sold 800 copies in like 24 hours. So,
Moving.
very happy. Thank you, boys and girls. If you're one of those people, if you're not, go out and buy it.
Yeah,
Very cheap too.
I want to say Rex Sikes Movie Beat is absolutely thrilled to have you here, and the Spring Break Massacre LLC, the company producing, and Bon Jovi Entertainment, and those all involved, producing Girls Gone Dead.
Girls Gone Dead.
We're thrilled to have you here. Now,
Pleasure.
we're going to have to get you back to the set so that you can continue the karaoke DJ.
Yes, I've got to do the DJing, you see, and emceeing.
But I know that your fans and friends and listeners of Movie Beat and the fans and friends of Girls Gone Dead that are on the internet watching this right now are probably very curious about where you're going to be next, where they can see you if you have any information.
Right. Yeah. Well,
Or steer them to the website.
yeah. Well, yeah. Obviously, you can go on Iron Maiden. My manager. I'll tell you a little story. My manager. I phoned him up. This was a while ago when we had just pretty much had the fan club website going on ironmaiden.com, And I'd phone them up, Rob, where are we doing? When's the next gig? Oh, bloody hell, he said, go on the bloody website and find out. What are you phoning me for? That's what he said, honestly, my life. I'm not lying to you. And I said, why would he say that? And I went online, and there were the dates. And I phoned him back up, I said, are these dates right? Anyway, we released we actually toured in June this year. We did a 2.5 month tour, June, July, August, about 3 months. We ended up in Europe, and we toured the States from June. We did about 4 weeks through the US and Canada. So we've done the majority of that tour. Although the album didn't get released till August, the Final Frontier album. We played one song off that album. So unfortunately, most of North America is going to miss out the rest of the tour because we're doing 2 shows in Florida, one in Bank Atlantic on the 16th of April, and the 17th we're over in Tampa. I'm not sure the show, St. Pete's something or the other. I think it's an outdoor big gaff, maybe. Then the tour kicks off in February next year. We're going through February through the end of August with a 5-week layoff at the end of April after we finish the Florida dates. The first tour we're going back around the world with the aeroplane that we did 2 years ago, which was Ed Force One, which Bruce was flying. And that was the documentary and the movie that we made, Flight 666. So you can come out and see us in Florida. I know it's a bit of a pain because we have a lot of fans around the rest of the states and they feel we've missed them out. But as I said, we played down here in June, and so we're just doing 2 shows. Or come over to England. We're doing a British tour. It's about 12 or 13 shows. Coming out in the O2 Arena in London, boys and girls. Yes.
You know, we're on the internet, so this goes international. You can tell them.
What's my best side, boys and girls? Well, we'll find out with Girls Gone Dead, won't we? Boys and girls, be safe, be well. God bless you all, and have a wonderful Christmas. Great New Year, and on when's the film scheduled to be released? We got a release date, yeah?
I should know that, and I can't.
Stay tuned to this here channel. We're Rex, and we might be able to let you know soon when you can see it. God bless. Bye bye. Toodaloo.